In this video, I want to cover rune management. How do you sort what runes you actually want? How do you keep the ones you want? And what to do with all the spares? In Throne and Liberty, it's a pretty complex system that honestly could be made far simpler. Now, I'll leave my feedback later on in the video, and I encourage you to leave yours too in the comments below. Now, additionally, there's something that people have been bringing to my attention. When opening rune packs, you might be completely griefing yourself by opening them all at once by, say, selecting max here and taking it easy. This is something I need to double check and could be very concerning if true. Like people stating open them one at a time and you'll boost your levels of your runes way more rather than getting a bunch of doubles. And other people asking as well, do you open them all at once or only say 5 of them? So all of that we're going to cover in this video, and we're going to start with rune management along with how you should open these packs. To show an example, I'm going to open all 70 at once. We click use, we should have the inventory space to hold them all, and there we go. You can see the list of runes here is not actually that extensive. It looks like we didn't actually obtain 70 different runes, but in fact we did. You can check the amount. It says we obtained, say, necklace runes. We obtained 9 of them. And then it gives an example of one of those runes, Fear Resistance level 21. Now this honestly could be displayed far better, but basically what it's showing you is we've obtained 4 bracelet runes on blue. We've obtained 2 belt runes on blue and 4 weapon runes on blue. And then it shows one example, collision chance, level 26. Ideally, there'd be somewhere you can select that you'd be able to see exactly all those 4 runes, or say the green ones, all of these 16 green weapon runes. Now, I've personally gone through every single rune here and listed them all, as I need to confirm if what this guy says is true, because again, that could change completely how we open these. Ultimately, we'll check, say, our ring runes. We got 7 of them. We can just sort them a little bit here by, say, upgrade level and then by grade as well, and then it's much easier to find them. We can see collision chance level 32, skill heal level 29, recovery crystal heal level 26, and you can look through the rest, and ultimately this is what we find. And this shows us, yes, we did get double runes of the same type, like 2 recovery crystal heal and 2 skill heal, but one of them is, say, level 25 and the next one's level 29. So it has leveled up when we obtained the next rune of the same type. Same with the crystal heal. We obtained it on level 25, and then the next one we obtained was level 26. All from the exact same pack we opened. We can check then, say, the necklace runes, all 9 of those. You can look through here, we find every single one, and here are the levels. And you can see we did obtain duplicates, but each one is then of a higher level. Same with the belt runes all there, and also our 16 weapon runes. They are all accounted for by the amount shown here, but they are all different ones. And whenever you do obtain a duplicate, like mana cost efficiency, it will level up. You can see we get it on level 26, the next one leveled up to 27, the next one got to 30, and the next to 32. Yes, runes can level up multiple levels at a time. It is a chance. And so we've gone from level 27 to level 30, and then from there to level 32. So you can skip levels by obtaining runes. And that's the chance, and that's how this rune system works. Now, the higher level you are and want to get to the next level, that chance gets lower and lower, even to a point where obtaining the same rune might not even give you that rune at a higher level. That's why it gets really slow to get to level 60. And finally, you can see all 7 bracelet runes accounted for as well. We can check what blue runes we obtained there. So for the bracelets, this was all of them here. With our 4 necklace runes, you can see we got a duplicate there with the weaken resistance, and it did level up. It went from level 25 to level 28. And then all of our ring runes as well. Collision chance got leveled up, belts and weapons. So ultimately what this guy says is not correct. It was very concerning. I had to double check it, and hopefully that clears any of your concerns up with regards to that as well. Every time you open a pack, it does not matter how many you open at once, because it's going to register each pack opened one after another, and to level up your runes when you obtain another rune of the same type. Now, I don't know my starting level, like mana cost efficiency could be level 25 before we open these packs, and then we obtain the next one and now it's level 26. You do not have to worry about the levels of your runes, it will all be automatic. The only thing is that green runes can only get to level 40. So once you're level 40 and you obtain more green runes, they're always only going to be level 40 and that's it. So obtaining more green runes is pointless. You'll have to obtain blue runes to get beyond level 40. And the grey runes, the max is level 20 for those. So you simply just obtain more runes and you're good to go. Now, the thing you need to do is to sort your runes. So now that you have so many runes, what are you going to do with them? You run out of inventory space so quick because every time you're obtaining a new rune, it keeps that rune and it keeps the previous rune as well. So every rune you're obtaining, it's getting put in the inventory and you only have 100 space. And this is honestly pretty awful and the way that this system's working. And I'll give feedback later on in the video. But then what you need to do is ultimately go through all the runes you want to keep. Now, first of all, there's no problem with the green runes. Just trash them all. You don't need a single green or grey rune. Get rid of them immediately. The reason behind this is you only want blue runes no matter what level they are in order to get these rune synergies. Make sure you have those and then simply get rid of all your green and grey runes. So how should you get rid of them? Well, there are multiple ways. First of all, you can click dissolve here and you can select all your green runes and you can simply dissolve them. My issue with this is it actually gets pretty costly. You're going to get hundreds and hundreds of these runes. And if they're all going to cost you Solent, that is just going to simply add up. Every green rune costs you 2,000 Solent to dissolve, but you do get something in return. You get rune fragments. Now what you do with those is go here to Stoneguard Castle and you will use those rune fragments to craft these chests. You're going to have to use those fragments, like 120 of them, but you're also going to need these ores. Now you can see where the issue lies. It costs you nearly 300,000 Solent to do this. Now you can get a different conversion and it will be cheaper in terms of Solent when you go to the weapons crafter. This guy will allow you to exchange 250 fragments, 1 polished crystal, and it'll cost you just 30,000 Solent. Now early on, this is what you want to do. This is where you will get your new runes. You will go to your inventory and you will simply select dissolve and you'll select your common and your uncommon ones and you will dissolve them all, getting these fragments, and then you will purchase more packs here from your weapons crafter. If you're completely rich and you don't know what to do with Solent, which honestly you should have other areas to spend it on, you could get this conversion rate and get more rune packs for your rune fragments. Now these packs you're purchasing from this guy are just those random rune chests which only have a 30% chance to actually give you a blue rune. So this is why you open these and obtain these early on. As soon as your runes start getting to level 40, you want to stop doing this method. You want to stop dissolving runes. You will need to go to material transmutation and you need to convert them to points right here. What this allows you to do is ultimately get up the tiers and get a guaranteed blue rune. 100% you will get a blue rune. You can get to tier 3 for that, but you can also get to tier 4 to get a minuscule chance to get a chaos rune. And honestly, that's not worth it. If you want chaos runes, go to your dimensional trials, do a tier 5 dungeon, and you have an 8.5% chance to get those chaos runes. So simply get to tier 3 and then do your transmutation. You can select a specific rune type if you want, but it will cost you a lot more Solent. And this again allows you to guarantee to obtain a blue rune. This is what you will do when your runes are level 40 or higher. Before that, you use the dissolve system to obtain a lot more green runes to level them up. you need to dissolve 11 level 40 runes in order to get enough fragments to just get one rune pack, which has a 30% chance to give you a blue rune. So that's 33 runes in order to get one blue rune, versus going to material transmutation, where you need to just convert 20 level 40 runes to obtain a guaranteed blue rune. That's why this is better later on once your runes are level 40 or higher. But after that, you need to sort your runes. Like I was mentioning earlier, what do you do with then all of the blue runes? Because there are some you actually need to keep to actually use them. Blue is the maximum quality right now. My suggestion is, yes, takes a bit of time, but go through every single rune and have a look at the stat and see if that's the stat you want. So I'm going through all of them. Skill damage resistance. That's very useful. I'm going to then go and just lock this rune. I'll go through the rest. Mana efficiency. Yes, I want to keep that. Collision chance, no. Weaken resistance, no. Skill damage resistance again, I want to keep that. Stun resistance, weaken resistance, no. Petrification resistance. It's going to depend on your build, what runes you want. Personally, I do maybe need a mana efficiency, and you can check my builds on quest log and you can see what different runes I'm going for. So those are the runes I will need to save. Those are the runes, when I look through all of them, that I will select to keep. So yes, it's a bit tedious, but this is what you have to do. I'm actually going to keep this Amatoy heal, and I'll just look through all of the rest of them, and when I find one I want, I simply lock it. Once you've done that, you've gone through every single rune and you've locked the ones you want to keep, you can simply go and dissolve all of those blue runes, getting your fragments and then buying your new packs. Or if your rune level is above 40 on most of them, use material transmutation and just convert all of them. And that's how you dump all the ones you don't want. Right now for me, I'll simply dissolve them and then craft more of these rune packs, as most of mine are not yet level 40. But now what you need to do is go to your inventory and click rune management on the left here. And then you need to select a gear piece. You then select the type of rune you want to sort and you have a look through them. So currently I have mana cost efficiency and we need to look at the other ones. You may very well end up with duplicates. For example, we have another mana cost efficiency here and it's higher level than this one. So we're simply going to swap them out. And what I'm going to do is then select that old one and unlock it. So now we know we're going to get rid of that rune. I'm going to select my other weapon, make sure we see what rune it has, and maybe we actually want to keep that one still. So I currently just have a level 9 skill heal one on my spear, so that's no point there. And we'll use that mana cost efficiency. I will lock that one again so we don't accidentally delete it before we slot it in. But now I also needed to look at the other runes. So I actually want to keep some skill damage resistance. So we have 2 of them. That's fine. We have 2 weapons. We need 2 of them. We have skill heal. We have 2 of them. We also want to keep those just in case I want to run a healer at some point. I may as well have those runes. We then check our belt. We see what rune we have. Skill damage resistance. It's only level 19. Do we have a better one? We do not. Do we have another skill damage resistance? We also do not. So ultimately this is fine here, but we do have 2 Amatoy heals. We're going to get rid of the lower one. So just unlock that one. And we also have a level 10 Amatoy heal. Unlock that one and we're going to get rid of it as well. We go to our necklace and we are really short on runes here. We're going to keep those. We go to our bracelet. We see what we have. We have skill damage resistance, level 25. And if we look through the other ones, we have a level 29 skill damage resistance. So let's simply swap that out and we're going to get rid of the other one. And we have a level 23 skill damage resistance here as well, which we can get rid of. And you simply just unlock them. And you're going to go through all of your gear pieces there. Yes, it's a bit tedious, but this is what you have to do. This is how you have to sort your runes. Once you've sorted through all your gear pieces, swap the runes you actually want and unlock the runes you don't need, you can then go and dissolve or transform those runes that you no longer need. And that's it. That's my guide on how to deal with all of your runes, how to manage them. I don't see any better way than that. If you have any of your own tips, feel free to leave them in the comments below. It is very annoying and tedious. We have to go through that all the time. What I would like is simply an option so that the game will automatically sort my runes. You should be able to select exactly what runes you want to keep, like I'm doing through the lock system, and the game should know that whenever I obtain a new rune, that it should just upgrade the existing rune I have, rather than giving me a new rune at a higher level. Now, I understand that obtaining a new rune is actually somewhat beneficial, because then you can dissolve the older rune and take advantage of that by then obtaining more runes through the fragments, through the material transmutation. But personally, I would prefer to very simply just have it that whenever I obtain a new rune, it simply upgrades my existing runes. It shouldn't give me duplicates all the time. It's fine to give me a duplicate if, say, I have an equipped rune. It will level up the rune I have equipped, and it should then also give me a duplicate. So then if I need a duplicate, that's how I could get one. But this system's a mess. You obtain new runes all the time rather than leveling up your existing runes. Of course, if you're grinding a lot of runes, you have a lot of packs, you can simply forget about the runes and completely delete them all the time, just wipe them, and at some point you'll obtain a load through whatever packs you've saved up, and then go and look through those, sitting down, spending like half an hour looking through, sorting them, and switching out the runes that you have on your gear for higher level ones. But again, I would way prefer that at least the runes you have equipped, they should level up themselves when you obtain a new one, rather than you have to always go and switch out to a higher level one that you recently obtained, as that's just so tedious. And it's so annoying how it just fills up your inventory all the time. But overall, I hope this video at least clears up some things with the rune system. You can leave your own feedback below what you think about the system. I think in general it's good, but the way it's implemented is annoying. I like that you can gain these little stat boosts, upgrade them slowly to like optimize your character, but I don't like how it's done. It should just very simply, I obtain a rune, it levels up my existing rune rather than giving me a new one. Simple. And that way I can just keep all the ones I want and they will just level up. But overall, thanks for watching. A special thank you to all my channel members for their extra support, and we'll see you guys around. Goodbye for now.